everyone, I'm Tina C. with the L-Stop. You can check us out at thelstop.org. Today, I usually do video interviews, but unfortunately I didn't really get a chance to sit down with these two amazing poets. They're too good for you to pass up, so you must go tonight, Tuesday, October 2nd, to Homolatte. It's going to be at Big Chicks, which is, it's going to be a Tweet, which is right next to Big Chicks on Sheridan Road. So check that out tonight, and in the meantime, here's some clips from their performance last Sunday night at the Green Mill.
So we have our next guests are on tour. Where'd you just come from? Portland, Oregon. So this is your first on the tour? The first on their tour.
In the year 2012, porn stars will crawl from your computer screens and roam your house. They will pick through your garbage. They will try on your shoes. Like some black form of apocalypse, all the food in your home will disappear except cans of SpaghettiOs and picante beef ramen. The worst kind. Your bills will skyrocket as the porn stars will have nothing better to do than order UFC fights to your living room and watch them whilst angrily dousing their orange chiseled bodies in cheap beer on your couch. The porn stars will smell like sweat and semen. They wear nothing but silk smoking jackets tied loosely at their waists, sometimes letting their pert pink nipples slip casually out to say, "Ew!" And you will have to beat down your fairly average-sized dick like a whack-a-mole just to walk from one room to the next without a throbbing piece of meat between your fat legs. In the year 2012, a plague of porn stars from your house and your neighbors' houses will creep into the streets of your small town. Their every well-groomed, perfectly shaved sex organ dripping with pre-cum juices and start fucking the world. Telephone poles, fire hydrants, small dogs, until there is nothing left for the porn stars to fuck, at which point the skies will rain jism, the rivers will flood with female ejaculate and small clumps of hair, God's giant dick will drop from the heavens and unroll itself into a wrinkly mountain range that all the porn stars and all the porn star worshippers will flock to with their arms outstretched and their tongues flopped out in a prayer that sounds a lot like, you will realize that you hate porn stars, and if the world is gonna end, you want to die without the interruption of balls slapping ass or tits slapping walls or moaning or screaming or cattle prods or bleach to fuck hair or the sound of sex juice squidging between fingers. In the year 2012, you will wish for zombies. You will wish for tornadoes and hurricanes and massive earthquakes, and all you will get is the dust cloud that rises from a pack of porn stars humping their hairless bodies against each other in your child's great turtle sand pit. No, motherfuckers! Grab your baseball bats and sushi knives. Install a big-ass pointy grill to the front of your Dodge Ram. There is no more room in hell, and they are walking the goddamn earth. This is a porn star apocalypse. Spend the rest of your days boarding up your house. Keep your children inside, and keep your wife close. And as the world goes to shit out there, while those horrible mannequins fuck each other dry, put on a season of Golden Girls. Drink a beer in your sweatpants. And remember, sometimes being bored and celibate feels a lot like living.
The human eye is an incredible organ. It interprets light, differentiates color, and enables depth perception. Input from the eye even regulates serotonin. It's why we rise in the morning, why we fade in the evenings, and it is consequently correlated to rates of PBR consumption in Portland in December. Furthermore, it can be said that eye contact is the shortest distance between two people. Except when you're doing it, because then that's the shortest. But relationships can be made and broken on eye contact, so I think it would behoove you to consider these facts I've haphazardly Googled. 1. When attracted to another individual, our pupils dilate. It is the body's unconscious attempt to take in more of the one we want. The recreational drug ecstasy also does this, and coincidentally or not, under its influence, one is 99% more likely to be attracted to anyone. 2 people are more likely to blink at the same time when actively engaged in conversation, interested in each other, or after a well-placed cum shot. 3. A note from the animal kingdom: an ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain, and they are notoriously flippant and their relationships superficial. 4. Recent feminist studies indicate that both the human eye and the human testicle are approximately 0.94 inches in diameter. However, an eyeball can differentiate 10 million colors on the visual spectrum of light. The human testicle cannot differentiate even 2. Feminism. 5. On the flip side, however, recent scientific studies indicate that men are better able to read small print than women because they're smarter. 6. An eyelash has a lifespan of 5 months, so your average relationship in your 20s will last you 1.5 eyelashes. You'll walk away feeling you have lost a lot more than that. 7. Eyes have been historically referred to as the windows to the soul. Windows are cross-culturally appreciated in winter as a frosty canvas for drawing a cock and balls. 8. Sex tip. If during sex your partner's eyes appear flat or disconnected, they may not be fully satisfied. They could also be dead. It's good to check in. 9. Under the right conditions, the human eye, this is weird, can perceive the light of a candle from 14 miles away. That means, hypothetically, if someone were standing 14 miles away from you holding a candle at night and you ran 12.5 miles with a gun, you could shoot him. It's self-defense. 10. To end on an optimistic note, the older we get, the fewer tears we produce. In our ever-increasing apathy and bitterness, every year we shed a few less tears, which is just kind of nice to think about, knowing we can always look forward to that peaceful, dead-on-the-inside feeling in our later years. In conclusion, keep your eye on the prize. Feast your eyes on the world around you. Don't turn a blind eye to those you love, because after all, if eyes weren't so important, God would have put them in ball sacks.